Fold him up for a pin before he recovers. Countering the shot put go behind involves moving into your opponent who is already behind you. It's a crawfish trip maneuver. Back up, step behind him, back heel him from a standing position. After you hook him, slip into a cross body block. When your opponent is behind you, you crawfish trip to either side. Learn to make your counters to both left and right. Countering the lateral drop requires some faking and precision timing on your part. Watch. When he attempts to apply a quarter Nelson, push his head vigorously. When he resists, quickly release his head and throw a cross chest bar and throw him to his back. Remember to sit through after throwing your cross chest bar. Countering the neck and heel drop requires precise timing and alertness. When he drops and reaches down for your ankle, you must drop quickly to your knees and snap his head down into the mat. With his head down, make your move for a go behind, then roll him up into a cradle. While the cradle is one of the most positive pinning holds, the counter for it is just as effective. When he lowers your head, drop quickly to a 4-point position on the mat. Raise your head, sit through, and turn into him and pin him. Here it is again. Drop quickly, shoot head up, sit through, turn in and pin him. When you counter the somewhat similar chancery and 3/4 bar arm, sit deep under him, pull him off balance, and use your leg as an elevator. Sit under him as deep as possible to tilt him off balance. Put your foot into his crotch and raise him with your leg. Reverse and pin him. Countering the double leg tackle begins the moment he drops down and grabs your leg. Brace. Throw your hips into him. Drift your legs out slightly. Grasp his tricep and rip it up vigorously. Pivot on one leg to spin him laterally, slipping his body as you're dropping. Watch it again. Pull up his elbows, pivot, spin him, slip across, drive him into a pinning position. This series begins with a counter for the drop to knees throw. Normally, a successful attack. Watch this man counter it and pin his opponent. First, set up a good leg drift, utilizing your deep half Nelson position. Swing out to the side, pick up the near ankle, and cradle him. See it again. If he is able to move around in your cradle, straddle his free leg and roll him into a bottoms-up position. To make his drop to sitting throw work successfully, your opponent will come in deep. This counter stops him in his tracks. When he sits through deep, you drop straight down on him in a straddle position, with your free arm extended beyond his head to brace against the roll. Stretch your double ankle hook, extend your hands, and use them for balance for a lateral roll. The counter for the arm drop pivot exploits the fact that your opponent must turn his back to you to make the move. When you hit the mat, straddle his leg immediately. Relax your trapped arm into a limp arm. Slip out for a takedown or control. Straddling the near leg and freeing your trapped arm gives you the takedown. To counter the tilt, you must check his movement momentarily. Stop his tilt first by extending and using your leg as a brace to maintain your balance. Next, apply a combination hook and double arm cross throw. Spin him to his back for a pin. Bracing with your leg also eliminates the knee trip. If your opponent tries a knee trip with his tilt, drifting your knees out of range will halt this. When he tries for your knees, drift both legs out, maneuver to the side, and pick up the near ankle and roll him into a cradle. Drifting the knee back puts you out of range, but puts his near ankle within your range. Grab it. Here again, alertness pays off. At the instant your opponent tries to sit through, step into him with a straddle double ankle hook. Remember to place your hand on the mat beyond his head to stop his momentum. Keep your arm free for balance. A very effective counter against the reverse wing involves going with the hold. Quickly lock your hands in a bear hug and don't permit him to stop rolling until he's on the bottom and you take his free leg and cradle him. Don't permit him to sit through and stop rolling. You continue to furnish the momentum until you are on top. Another very effective counter for the fireman series is the alligator roll. Watch it. With the trapped arm, take an under cross arm drag. With your free arm, tighten your hold on his trapped arm. Duck your head to the side and roll. Remember to continue rolling until you are on top and in a position to trap the free leg and go into a cradle.